Round two, baby, let's go! Round two as in it's my second video. As you guys already know, my name is Keith Travaskis and welcome back to my channel. If you've seen my first video, I explained that this is going to be a bucket list channel. And what that means is I'm going to be making a bucket list. I'm going to be doing things off that bucket list. And it's not just so much for me to do the things I've always wanted to do. Hopefully through these videos I can inspire you guys to also do the things that you want to do. Cross things off of your bucket list. But what is a bucket list channel without an actual bucket list? So that's what we're doing today. It's gonna be a short video, but today we're actually gonna make the bucket list. Now there's a couple different ways you can make your bucket list. Some people will do it over a long period of time, and that's probably the most real way to do it. Like you find the things that you want to do most over time, like you hear something just somewhere and you're like, that sounds fun. You have to write it down right then or else you're going to forget it. And I know this because I've done it so many times, and there are probably 100 things right now that I really, really want to do. I just don't know I want to do them because it's not in my mind right now. And that's another thing, is a bucket list isn't a set thing. You can change it over time. You don't just write it once and then leave it, because of course your interests change over time. And that brings me to finding what you want to write on your bucket list if you want to get started. The way that I do it, what I did is I picked 3 things that I'm interested in, and they're very generic categories. When I think about myself, when I think about Keith, I think about 3 things. I think about cars, I think about music, and I think of adventure and nature, things of that nature. And then there's always the 4th category, which is the other. Like it doesn't really fit into all the categories, but you get a lot of really like niche things that you've always wanted to do that aren't really like specific to things that you're generally interested in. So in that case, let's make the bucket list. All right, guys, so this is Bob, stands for Big Ass Whiteboard, and this is what we're going to be writing the bucket list on. I don't know what else to say, so let's get to it. Okay, so I know it's not very organized, which might drive some people crazy, but I have kind of a chaotic mind, so it's how I have to do it. So this is by all means not the finished bucket list, but it's a start, and I just came up with a bunch of stuff related to like what I'm interested, what I like to do, my general hobbies, and thought of stuff that went off of that, and then wrote them all down. And of course this is going to be changed over time. Things are going to be added. I don't think I'm going to take anything away until I do it. I think that's going to be a rule of this channel, is if it's on the whiteboard, it doesn't come off the whiteboard unless it's been done. So I'll give you a couple examples of what's on it, just so you guys can look at it a little bit, and kind of just how I did it. But to start out, I made different categories. So music stuff is in purple because I'm a musician. I really like cars, so cars stuff is in red. Adventure / adrenaline stuff is going to be in blue, and then just like other generic stuff that I couldn't find like a specific category for, and I didn't have enough colored pens to make all these categories. So we have some of the cliches on there, like we got skydiving, we got bungee jumping. I have some weird things on here, like big swing is kind of generic, but when we get there, you'll understand what that is. I have some cool stuff, like I really like cars, so I want to learn to drift, build a rat rod, try all the motorsports, own a supercar, of course, because who doesn't? But that one, God knows when that's going to be able to happen. But a good thing to do with bucket lists is you want to start out with stuff that you know you can achieve, because if you start it and you don't cross anything off for a while, it can get really discouraging. So we got to start a YouTube channel and make a bucket list, and those I can actually cross off now because I just did that. So let me get the pen. We got start a YouTube channel and make a bucket list. Cool, we got something done. So that's the start of it. It's not the end of it, for sure. Hopefully we come up with enough things to hopefully have to either get another whiteboard or cross enough things off to where we can have some more room. But that's it. I think making a bucket list is a really good thing for anybody to do, because it's really easy to get trapped in life with doing the same thing every day. You're kind of just on your normal routine. You go to work, you maybe do some fun stuff on the weekends, but I think achieving things in life that form some sort of and achieve some sort of fulfillment is really important. There's just so many cool things you can do in life that brings more value, and I'm a firm believer in live life to the fullest. So that's what we're trying to do here. So now that that's out of the way, the only videos I have to make from now on are doing those things. So stick around and we'll get to it, I promise.